This week on VNN, green is all over the usual gold and purple halls as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Pinch me and die.
Anyways, this is the Viking News Network. Welcome to the Viking News Network. I'm BK.
I'm Maddie Ray Cyrus.
Here's what's going on in Viking Nation.
The Viking speedsters rolled over the competition and taken the district championship plaque with 11 events, punching their tickets to the state meet this Friday in Kearney.
Also punching their tickets to the state tournament are two of our mini Vikes teams. Our 4th grade and 6th grade b-ball teams will be heading to Sioux City for their Tri-State Heartland tournament on March 19th through the 21st.
Don't you coach that?
Uh-huh.
Didn't you make it to state speech?
Uh-huh.
On the 19th?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In other news, Garland Splatter Paint and Collins are heading the Viking way.
Don't forget about the froofy dresses.
The word is elegant.
I had to fit those elegant dresses into my truck. They're froofy.
Anyway, if you're confused, we are talking prom. The fun-filled, neon-themed Let It Glow event is coming up on the 27th. Expect perfection, great entertainment, and great food.
And froofy dresses.
Enough with the froofy. Is that even a word?
If I can say it, then it's a word.
That's not at all how that works.
Of course it is. And moving on, Reading Across America was a great success this year, bringing in reptiles of all shapes and sizes, crafts, obstacle courses, and excitement had by all.
Mrs. Edie proved once again that when it comes to art, she's the sharpest pencil in the can, the brightest crayon in the box. She's the Bob to our Ross. Oh crap, what are we going to do next year?
Breathe.
But...
You are a happy little tree.
That doesn't help.
You're right.
My canvas is empty.
Okay. This is getting weird. The middle school can spell good still.
It's well, Brandon.
And she's back.
Our medium-sized Vikes brought home some hardware. Ellie competed in the 6th grade division, Braden took 2nd in the 7th through 8th grade division, and Keenley took honors in the 5th grade division.
Well, it's official. They can spell better than I can.
Surprise, surprise.
First off, ouch. Second off, you're right.
The other smart people will be competing at the virtual NECC academic contest.
Hey, I'm one of those smart people. Aren't I?
Sure. And last but not least, Class D All-State Band will be the 20th. Not to toot our own horn, but our own Abrielle will be representing.
Doesn't she play the sax?
Let's go to Jer Bear with the sports and weather report.
Well, first thing is, this is a chance we get to compete. Last year, with not being able to compete, it's all kind of out of an unknown. And so my expectations are just to see where we're at, beginning of the season, mid-season, and end, and just kind of roll the dice and see where we go. Well, last week we had, pretty decent weather, mid-60s, dry. And this week, if you look outside, we got snow going on as you and I are talking right now. So this is typical spring weather. You take advantage of all the days that you get outside early, and then when it snows, you jump back in and you work on small things and try to keep in shape best we can, and then hopefully by the end of the week we're outside again. We're coming back, and like yourself and other juniors, we didn't have a season last year. What I'm seeing is I see where we're picking up, and I think we're maybe a little bit quicker to get where I want to be right now with, especially the throwing events. Kind of hard with the jumps because we were just getting ready. We had the sand put in, and we're ready to get going down the runway, and haven't had that opportunity yet. But just seeing where we're all at, with the freshmen and sophomores, basically have 2 freshman classes of athletes. They didn't get to compete at all. So they're both kind of coming in that freshman stage. So lot of unknowns, but that's kind of the excitement about the season because we're not on an island. It's every school that is in the same boat. So as we kind of put the chess pieces together and put the puzzle together, it'll be interesting to see where we are. What we do early may look totally different by mid-season or the end. So I look for us to get some kids to qualify. Again, we'll know a lot more about mid-season, about where we are and things of that nature. But yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of surprises.
Bucks Fonty Jared here. Like I said previously, 8 more weeks of winter.
This is wrong.
What's wrong?
I'm BK. Sports are mine.
Remember, sharing is caring.
Fine.
Let's head on over to this episode's Spotlight of the Week with Leah Marie.
Always excellence coming out of the FBLA organization.
For a long time,
Long time.
making history.
History. Speaking of history, it's time to go back in time with our Time Rewind with Emily W.
It is Time Rewind for St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Today marks the death in 461 AD of St. Patrick, Christian missionary, bishop, and apostle of Ireland. For thousands of years, the Irish have observed his passing as a religious holiday, attending church in the morning and celebrating with food and drink in the afternoon. The first St. Patrick's Day parade, ironically, is not held in Ireland but in the United States, when Irish soldiers serving in the English military marched through New York City in 1762. Alcohol is the theme of the #1 single on this day in 1958, but it isn't green beer the champs are singing about, it's... The song captures a Best Rhythm and Blues Performance Grammy the following year at the first ever Grammy Award ceremony. Fast forward to 1984 when the #1 song belongs to Van Halen. The song sits at #1 for 5 weeks before jumping off. That's Time Rewind. I'm Emily Wookman.
So much history.
You take dual credit history, don't you?
Only kind of.
And now to break on through to the other side, through the doors. Get it?
What?
First off, I'm appalled by your lack of musical knowledge. And secondly, I'm introducing our new VNN segment.
Explain.
We're going to take an in-depth, in-room look at our school in our new Educateurs segment. Let's meet the many awesome staff and classes here at WASA as we go to Allie and our new Educateurs of the Week.
My name is Joyce Fink and I teach kindergarten. Just my second year teaching kindergarten here at WASA. I taught for 13 years preschool out of my home. In kindergarten, we work a lot on reading, and so we're very busy working on reading. But some of the things we've done that was kind of fun with in reading, when we talked about dinosaurs, we pretended to be paleontologists and tried to dig the chocolate chips out of cookies using toothpicks. So we were trying to get them so they stayed intact as much as they could, and they really liked that. Plus, they liked eating the chocolate chips. The kids, and seeing them learn and grow in their learning.
I am Miss Moore and I teach 3rd and 4th ELA. We have earned 824 AR points, and then we've also made a 13-foot Cobra, and 12 out of the 14 students have graduated extra math this year. my favorite thing about teaching is all of the hugs. Get in here, guys. Get back here.
Tours, such a fun play on words.
Feel like you have sniffed a bit too much paint fumes.
Well, have you seen the explosion of Sherwin-Williams in the art room?
Yep, but it's worth it.
For such wonderful works of art, you bet it is.
It's time for the VNN Galley Cruise. And pick up the fun.
It's that time.
Let's take a look at all the fun filling our hallways with Viconic.
Y'all have a vote? It's the Cat in the Hat.
Well, that was neat.
Very neat.
Yep.
Vikings.
Woo.
We're done. And that will about do it here at the VNN headquarters.
I'm Maddie Ray Cyrus.
And I'm BK. Eat,
Sleep.
Viking, repeat.
Okay, let's do this thing.